Percentage 1. Living over 100 years old.
Would you like to live to 100? Many people would. Some have dreamed of living even longer, perhaps forever. We know this has long been a popular idea because for hundreds of years, many cultures have had legends about ways to avoid growing old. In Europe in the 1400s, people heard one such legend about a wonderful spring somewhere in Eastern Asia. Drinking the water from this spring was supposed to make a person young again. It's likely that this story reached the Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon, and it may have been on his mind when he traveled to the Americas in the 1490s. After arriving in Puerto Rico, Ponce de Leon heard about an island with a similar spring, and he decided to go look for it. He invested in 3 ships, and in 1513 he went searching for the island. However, he ended up in Florida, never finding the island or the spring, which people now call the Fountain of Youth. When Ponce de Leon died 8 years later, he was 61, which may not seem very old, but living to 61 was actually a very long life for a man of his times and his lifestyle. It used to be generally agreed that the human body could not possibly last more than 120 years. No scientist today believes 120 to be the limit because people have already lived beyond that age. A woman in France, Jean-Louise Calment, made it to 122 years and 164 days. Today, people in many parts of the world are living longer lives than their ancestors did, partly because of better public health services and safer drinking water. Greater understanding of how to treat heart problems has made a big difference in life expectancy as well. Scientists are learning more all the time about how we can live longer, healthier lives, and maybe someday they'll even learn how to stop the aging process completely. While you're waiting for that day to come, there are things you can do to increase your life expectancy. Do you think you can follow these 3 rules? Rule number 1. Treat your body well. Your everyday lifestyle influences how long you will live. For example, smoking can take years off your life, and even if it doesn't make you sick, it will affect your skin and make you look older. So don't smoke, get enough sleep, lead an active life, and be sure to eat right. In other words, eat foods that are good for you and don't eat too much. Rule number 2. Don't take risks. Forget about motorcycles and wear your seatbelt when you travel by car. Also, try to choose a nice, safe way to make a living. If you can avoid it, don't do a dangerous job, like going to sea and working on a fishing boat. Rule number 3. Choose your parents carefully. Perhaps you're asking, how can anybody follow this one? Well, that's a good question. However, about 70% of your life expectancy depends on your genes, and you get your genes from your parents. Genes control not only your hair and eye color, but much, much more. If people in your family usually live long lives, then chances are good that you will too. It also helps to be born in Australia or Japan, and it helps to be born female. The average Australian or Japanese man can expect to see age 80, while his sister can expect to reach 85. Japan is home to more than 61,000 people who have made it to 100, and more than 87% of them are women.